Got it. You're preparing the transmission. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Hey, YouTube. So now you're online, on live. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Officially, and welcome for this afternoon. Today is September 24th. It's very hot Sunday day. And yeah, the topic today is about workplace toxicity. Uh, and let me paste the questions here. Some questions there. All right. Too longer. I need split into two parts. The first part and the second one. Oh, let's wait a sec. All right. So, Talk and Talk, it is a platform, it is a community actually for practice your English, Spanish, Italian, and French. Make friends, make connections. So I hope you can enjoy. You can uh, meet new people today, and connect in LinkedIn, Instagram if you want. So I encourage you to open your camera, to open your microphone, and yeah, just enjoy the conversation. So I'm gonna split in small groups. So don't forget to introduce yourself, and it's very important, even if you already know the other person. And also choose one person to guide the conversation. This person you also participate in answering the questions. And that's it. So let me know if you have some problem. And here we go. So let me break out rooms. Let me see, maybe two groups of 4 participants or 3. Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 groups. Let me see. All right. All right. I'm gonna delete this room. Yep. Accept the invitation, and I bring you back 10 minutes before 4 p.m. All right. See you later, alligator. Accept the invitation. Bye bye. Nice. So let me see if everyone accept the invitation. Perfect. All right, let's start. Hey, Gabriel Miranda, how are you doing? So feel free for introduce yourself.
Hi, Johnny. I'm
Hello.
good. Let me introduce myself.
Mhm.
It's my first class in Talk and Talk.
Oh,
I'm from
welcome.
thanks. I'm from 80 or 90 or 90s class. I
Hmm.
I start this week,
Nice.
so I have some problems in the middle of the week, and Sunday is the
Uh-huh.
day that match, and I'm
Nice.
so
Uh-huh.
excited to start in these sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm Gabriel. I'm 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
In this time, I'm in Sorocaba, that is from São Paulo too. But I study in São Paulo. So tomorrow I'm going back to São Paulo and to embrace
Uh-huh.
the heat again. Although
Yeah.
in
Uh-huh.
Sorocaba it is heat too.
Yeah, I know I have some relatives in Sorocaba. I love this city. And
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it is sometimes I think it is hotter
Hotter.
than here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. And do you live in São Paulo or in
Yeah.
Sorocaba? I see.
Yeah, I live in São Paulo. I come to Sorocaba to visit my parents and to
Uh-huh.
relax
I
because my
see.
family is always from here. So
Uh,
when my friends are out, I'm alone in the city, and I prefer to go back.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, it is pretty close, like 1 hour by car, right? Or 1 hour and a half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 1 hour and a
Mhm.
half with some traffic. So
Yeah.
it is.
So nice. And where do you study here in São Paulo?
I study in University of São Paulo.
Nice, nice. What do you study there? In which college there?
I'm studying environmental engineering.
Oh, in Poly USP?
Yeah.
Nice. I studied there also, bro. But now,
Oh, really?
yeah, I'm pursuing a master now, but I graduated there in 2021 in electrical engineering. And yeah,
Ooh,
nice. It's very, very, very high respect for Politrex, right?
yeah.
And yeah, leite quente da dor de dente, right? So enjoy the conversation, bro, and so nice to know a little more about you, and I hope you can enjoy the conversation. And let me ask you now, Mayra or Maira, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
It's Mayra.
Mayra, nice. So feel free for introduce
Thank
yourself.
you. Okay, I am Mayra. I'm from Volta Redonda, Rio de Janeiro. I am 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, I study business at UF University, and that's it.
Let me ask you one thing.
Hmm,
What is your the team soccer you support? Flamengo not, right? Or
Vasco.
oh, well, that's okay. No, because I'm a tricolor Paulista, and today in some minutes we have
Ah,
the final, match. So
I, I love
yeah,
Fluminense.
so today is São Paulo, but tricolor Paulista and São Paulo between in Flamengo, and yeah,
Uh-huh.
so
And we
that's
hate Flamengo.
yeah, I know. All right, so welcome Amara and Helton. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am from São Paulo. I'm 30 years old. I graduated in computer science. I have been working as a Python developer.
Hmm.
In my free time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to practice hiking. I like I like to go to the beach. I
Nice.
like these kinds of things. And by the way, I am Corintiano. What else? I'm
Do you live in
seeing.
São Paulo?
No, no. I am today. I am with the Flamengo,
Uh, I
and
see.
that's it.
But where are you from?
I'm from São Paulo.
Ah, yeah, I see. All right, nice, Helton. Uh, all right. I think your name is good, a little similar than my second name, Helton, almost there.
Oh, it's true.
Uh,
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And Jennifer, would you like to introduce yourself? Hey, Jennifer, you're muted. But okay, I'm gonna skip you. Let me know if you wanna. All right. So no problem. So let's start. The topic is about workplace toxicity, and let me introduce myself quickly. I'm Johnny Herton. I'm 27. Graduate at electrical engineering, and nowadays I work with electricity market. And I have a fiance from Bahia. I plan to marry next year, and I live in Osasco here. I'm pursuing a master now. And let me see. I like play chess. I don't know if say I'm Christian. I live with my mom. And I have a pet. Her name is Lola. And that's it. So let's start. So let me start with ladies first, right? Mayra, question number one. How do you define a toxic work environment? And can you share example of behaviors or situations that contribute to it?
That's hard one. I just find people who doesn't let you work, like, ah, you have to do it, don't do it. like all the time telling you that you are wrong or something like that, and people who are negative all the time and complaining about things. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you because I work on off, off that all the time people are complaining about things, complaining about people, complaining about everything all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
uh, fica falando saying things that it isn't good, like backbite,
Mm-hmm.
and just do this thing. And I don't know how to say se intrometendo.
Neither do I. Yeah.
And that's it.
Nice. So let me put here backbites, guys, is like caluniar, let me a new word for us, like he might have said. Uh yeah, so uh what do you do for a living, Myra? I don't know, I forgot to when you said it. I don't know if you said in your when you introduce yourself.
I studied business, but I nowadays I work in law office. I
Mm-hmm.
used to work in, I don't know how to say, escritório de contabilidade.
Accountability office, maybe. I'm not sure if they translate this way. Yeah.
Neither. But nowadays I just work in law office, and that's
Hmm.
perfect. My boss is perfect, and everybody there is perfect, good person.
Nice, nice. All right. Thank you, Mara. Just for for me, your microphone sometimes is a little difficult to understand. I can understand, but sometimes I don't know the Bluetooth. Maybe I don't know, but sometimes it's a little difficult to understand you. But I'm doing an effort to understand better. It's not only because you're English, only because the audio. But thank you, Mara.
And
So, mhm,
my microphone it isn't so good because eu quebrei fone
mm,
refuso.
I see. But
Eu posso
we
encontrar.
can understand. No, no. I mean, I don't know if you. I don't know. I can understand you, but only if you has another option. But if you know, that's okay. It's I can we
Okay,
can get your message. All right. Thank
okay.
you, Mara. Gabriel, let me ask you. Let me see. I don't know, Gabriel. In which year of poly are you in this moment? Like, uh,
Oh, I'm in the final year. I prefer to say
no,
instead of
just
the number.
just because when you are in the biennial, right, it's almost impossible to be in a job like internship or something like in full time because
Oh,
it is a lot of study, right? So in general, I think the guys start to work more in the when they finish biennial, something like that. Some guys start earlier, but I think in general because it is full time study, so, what do you what do you work with nowadays?
well, nowadays I'm looking for a job,
Mm-hmm.
and but I have done two internships,
Mm,
so I have some experience to share. And
nice.
I have done junior enterprise too, poly junior.
Oh, nice, nice.
It's a
Uh-huh.
type of work. It's not just work by like a professional work, but
Yeah, you
it's
don't have a
not.
salary, right?
Yeah, the best part we don't have that.
Yeah. And I forgot to what is the your major? But you said something.
Environmental.
Environment. Ah, see, I see, see. Uh-huh. So, uh, let me ask you. It's a question number two. Uh, can you discuss the impact of toxic relationships at work and on employee morally, productivity, and mental health? So, say what do you think about this topic? So, feel free. That's no wrong answer, no, and just share your thoughts about your professional experience.
Okay, okay. So I think that on employee moral it's tough because one thing said m- modified or in the wrong way can literally kill the person,
Hmm.
the image of the person. Because if
Yeah.
someone says, yeah, the guy is lazy, the guy will be definitely seen like the guy that is lazy. And to employee change that tag that they put on some people, it is hard. It is very hard. And I think that this causes a brutal impact on mental health too, because uh, I have suffered from some imposter syndrome,
Mm,
because which it's not exactly the point, but converges to
yeah,
some things
totally.
like that. Because you start to thinking, you start to questioning about yourself, about
Yourself, yeah.
your capacities of your
Hmm.
skills. And when someone do, even though in a form of a gag, or em numa linguagem mais tranquila, numa linguagem de humor,
Hmm.
this type of jokes isn't a joke, in the
Yeah.
final. So I
Hmm.
think that have a huge impact. And the
Yeah.
productivity comes como uma, like a consequence. So
Hmm.
if your mental health is damaged and you're not feeling good with yourself, by consequence, your productive will go down, will go low, and you will not work properly. And this can cause some ice ball effect, and go
Hmm.
out to this is very difficult. I think that this is my point.
Amazing. Yeah. Your answer, you remind me about last Thursday, last week in my company, we talk about compliance things, especially specifically about abusive behaviors. And nowadays, unfortunately see a lot of things towards women in general, especially in big companies like the bank, like Caixa Econômica. We saw some Petrobras, so in a lot of different places, bad behaviors, and uh, like this, the people take jokes, but only one person laugh, the other no. And yeah, I think we need to discuss more about these things, because as you said, they can impact directly in the productivity, about the mental health of the other, the pressure they put on the shoulder. So we need like more collaborative uh, environments, and a safe place, for you be yourself and respect each other, the diversity, in the workplace. Amazing. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Gabriel. So let me ask you, Helton, let me ask you the question number. Helton, if I'm not wrong, you said you work with something like IT or something like program language, right? Python.
Yeah,
So,
you're right.
and let me ask you, you work more from home, right? Or in the office traditionally?
This year I started to work from home.
So how it is for you to lead in this new environment? Because sometimes you need training more the way you change minds with change methods with the your colleagues, right? It is not like when you are in the office physically. Sometimes you need to improve some new skills, right? So how it is for you to, do you feel like some pressure even in a distance? So if you like, if you don't mind to share a little bit about your routine
Yeah.
tasks.
Uh, Sometimes I believe that to know my cowork is more difficult, because in my last company I worked more than the 1 year. at the
Mhm.
company. So
Mhm.
I started in a new company this year, and I worked there,
Mhm.
presential, only 1 month. So
Mhm.
I couldn't know the all my coworkers
Yeah.
because most of them are
Mhm.
working from home.
Mhm.
So um, I feel that I don't know them yet
Mhm.
because sometimes I avoid to send message. I don't know what is your, I don't know, characteristics, if they
Mhm.
like that I call them. So
Yeah.
sometimes I avoid. But for
Mhm.
other size, work from home help me in a lot of parts of my
Mhm.
life,
Yeah.
because now I can spend more time with my dog, with my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Mhm.
can take care about my health, my mind. So this is the only part that I don't like about your integration with your coworkers.
Mhm.
And
But
sometimes,
but so I'm
go,
sorry.
go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And sometimes I think that the company needs to promote some kinds of
Integration, right? Yeah.
presential meeting or something like that. Not always, but
Yep. Mhm.
one time, I don't know.
Yeah. So interesting because yeah, we are seeing, especially after the pandemic, is more common nowadays. Like my work, I work like hybrid, something like twice a week. I go to the office in Avenue Paulista Avenue, and then 3 days a week I work here. I like this balance, because so sometimes I can have a lunch with my coworkers, colleagues, and I think that is important also, because sometimes, yeah, the when you work from home, you have a lot of benefits, but sometimes it's more individual. No, each person be in your own space, and sometimes you don't want to bother the other person. And yeah, and do you think it is in your area is more competitive between each other, or do the guys like to help? Oh, they like to share, or not more? How do you classify this environment
It,
in
it's
your
de-
in
it
your?
depends. Each person has your own characteristic, but in
Mhm.
general, I can see that our community is very strong, and
Mhm.
I am I belong to a lot of communities, and I like to help. I see others helping the newbies, and
Mhm.
I believe that in general our community is very. Uh, I forgot the words. So like to help you in general.
Mhm. Mhm. I see. So, thank you, Helton. Uh, yeah, thank for sure about your a little about your routine, about your ROFC, about your work. So, Mara, let me ask you the question number 3. In your view, what are some strategies that individuals and organizations can employ to address and mitigate workplace toxicity?
Can you send the questions again? I
Oh
forget.
yeah, because you all right, yeah. My bad. One sec.
No.
Uh, Here we go. The first part. Let me put the second one. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, almost there, almost there, almost
Um,
there. Yeah. So the questioner is not question number 3. So yeah, feel free for in your
okay.
time.
I don't know if it's correct, but I think that you should don't proximity. I don't know how to say this. Like
Uh,
your
see how they use. Uh, Intrude, but I don't know if they use this word.
And it's something like you don't have to talking about bad things about people and backbite. And when there's these toxic situations, you just do your work and have a good um, bom relacionamento, a good relationship with your coworkers and do your best and choose it. Don't skip this, huh? Your microphone is on.
Thank you, my bad. So I think I like the like we saw in the video, watching the video about the three questions, you know, the triple test, something like that, triple filter. To think what they think you're gonna tell me is something good. It is something like it is true, if it is something positive, or if it is useful. Because with these three questions, we can avoid to to know to speak from another person and avoid this environment more toxicity, you know. And yeah, I think a good strategy for we lead individual in an individual way. In about organization, yeah, maybe they try to stimulate more about this top conversation, or make more some uh, more bring one person to talk with your employees, something like that. Yeah, but I think we never gonna avoid this. It is intrinsic from human being, you know. So in everywhere, in a neighborhood, they like to talk about the other's life. So unfortunately. All right. So thank you, Mayra. So what, would you like to add anything else? Any comment? That's okay. That's all. All right. Gabriel, my question for you. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, question number 8. What steps can individuals take to protect their mental and emotional health when facing workplace toxicity?
Okay, good. I I was thinking to answer question 4, and then this makes my mind
Oh,
to.
but feel free also to answer the question number 4. Is yeah.
Oh, I prefer to
All right.
respond.
All right. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go. I think that the first step, if everyone could do, is to look for a therapist and do some therapy.
Good hint. Yeah.
I, I started my therapy even I don't have some real problems, some serious
Yeah.
problems, but
Independent if the workplace is toxicity or not, right? It is good for, like, go to the gym, go take care of your mental health. I think it is independence if you are facing some trouble or not, right?
exactly. So my first step is this: look for a therapist and start your therapy, because it will open your mind. You will start to think some things that you can't see by yourself or just talking to your friend. Yeah, a professional it's really different. I had I forgot. I had a preconceito with the
Mm. Therapy.
with therapy, exactly.
Yeah.
And it really changed my mind about that when I started.
Mm-hmm.
So more moreover, I think that go to the gym and keep your physical health will protect your mental and emotional health too. I think that's important. Do some exercises, uh, do some physical activities,
Hmm.
and I think that the environmental by yourself have to permit you to be yourself,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
environmentals doesn't do that, and they put you in a box, and you have to follow some rules that in some cases aren't rules, are just the preferences by someone who no one knows that writes that, and this become the law by forever. So I think that with these steps, if you look for a therapist, if you go to the gym, if you do exercise regularly, and if you look for places that treat you well, that let you be yourself, you can protect your mental and emotional health.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you for sharing these good steps, good hints. Yeah, I think I want to return with for the psychologist and the therapy. Yeah, I think is essential nowadays. In Helton, let me create a question for you. In my mind, how do you lead with these other opinions? Like about you, about yourself, like especially if it is something negative. You can only I don't care about their opinion, and just you can focus on your activities, or sometimes you feel these opinions like they came in your mind, then you are thinking about the things. How do you lead with this some critique, about you?
Mm, it's about it personal or work life.
Yeah, yeah, I think especially in this environment, like feedback in your work. But if you want to share also in your another environment, I think it is good to know also.
I do very good about it because I
Hmm.
believe that feedback is essential for our growth, and it can help you to look what you can't see alone,
Hmm.
because the other opinions sometimes is constructive, or in work environments needs to be constructive, and to receive and give feedback you need to have an open minded,
Yeah.
and for me it's good because I can know what I need to improve, what I'm doing wrong, and of course you need to take care what you will say, because some people is more, I don't know if the word fragile, or
Mm.
does it deal well with feedback, but
Hmm.
in my case I like it.
I see.
Be-
Yeah, I
because
think so go ahead. Go ahead.
because for me the better part of working in a company or with the other professionals is that you can grow with them, and you need to have an exchange about the experience, about the knowledge, and it's the better part to work with others.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. But let me change a little bit. Like perfectly, I totally understand about feedback, like constructive opinion, constructive. I think you could uh uh learn this new skill. You can improve this. But imagine a situation if you listen something bad about you, something complain about you. Uh, how do you lead in this situation? Do you try to solve the problem, or you just simple don't care and try to continue in your own?
Mm, I I will try to solve the question. I will try to talk because I believe
Understand,
that
right?
conversation is the key for everything.
Good.
You need to we need to solve the problems. You can't
Yeah.
you can't only hear that and I don't know, you don't go there and solve this problem. It's like uh, most part of the life
About this.
is
Yeah.
this way. I don't know.
Yeah. Amazing, Helton. Yeah, I think the adult life, the things
Yeah,
they solve in this dialogue, not only fighting between each other. Yeah,
yeah,
amazing.
but
Hmm.
about the personal life, I believe that when when you youngest,
Hmm.
you take care more about it.
Yeah,
But with the age, you are more, I don't know, maduro,
mature.
yeah,
Yeah.
mature, and you
Hmm.
know how can you deal with that appropriated.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, amazing, Helton. Thank you for your answers. I
Don't
like it.
worry.
Thank you for sharing. Mara, Mara, just let me know. Has this in this list of 10 questions, that's one of the questions you'd like to answer, or I can choose for you?
You can
Or
choose.
all right. Let me see. Yeah, let me ask you the same thing I asked for Helcom. How do you lead with this others' opinion, especially if you in a bad way about yourself? Because how do you not try to bring the things for individual aspects, like because sometimes the persons say something about you, but they even know you. They some suppose, oh, I think this girl, this woman is like this way, but they
Mhm.
don't even know about your family, about your history. So how do you lead up in these situations with this some bad feedbacks, bad opinions from other persons has about you?
I used to care a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
went to therapy, therapy, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Therapy. Yep.
There I learned to process these things.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays I don't care. I care, but not
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God, so bad. It's like, okay, and that person think this
Mm-hmm.
about, and it's okay. I can talk with her if it is something that can me prejudicar.
Hurt you, yeah.
Yes, but if this doesn't hurt me, just okay. She's
Yeah.
right.
And if this opinion is from your boss, how do you lead with this?
um, I just talk with about that and ask how can I improve. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I think that's it. When I do something wrong, or because I'm talkative, so I say something wrong all the time. My God,
Yeah.
I made a
Uh,
mistake. And my
yeah.
boss is qual que é o nome? Advogado.
Lawyer.
Yes, he's a lawyer, so it's hard because I have to say things polite all the
Mm-hmm.
time, and
Mm-hmm.
not a thing. So it's hard. I
Yeah.
make
It is not good on you. Always you are need pay attention about your speech, right? You feel
all the
some.
time. When
Yeah.
I
The little. Uh-huh.
do talk with him in my cell phone, I
In
have to,
chat.
oh
Yeah.
my God, eu não posso abreviar as palavras. And
Oh,
I have to pay attention in
accent,
so
something like that.
all the
Yeah.
time
Grammar.
because I have to
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
attention.
So yes, I share the same. I feel you like when you said you're talkative. I sometimes when have some things that I learned from my past in the office. I say something and I say, oops. But then I look at, I try to, hey boss, I need to talk with you. So I'm sorry about that day. But sometimes he didn't remind me, but that things was in my mind, my conscience. So
All the time.
yeah, nice, nice. So let me bring the guys back. 1 sec. Close your all rooms. One more 1 minute. Yeah. So thank you, Mara. Yeah, Gabriel, that's anything other thing would you like to share about this topic?
Well, I think that not this time. I'm really satisfied by all the comments, all the experience.
Yeah.
All that I have is to thank you, everyone, especially Myra and Elton, to share
Uh-huh. Yeah.
their 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 experience. That's
Yeah.
good.
We didn't talk today about the academic, like college, university environment. Sometimes can be tough also in a
Oh,
different aspect,
this
The
topic had a lot to say about.
yeah, especially the kind of the professor sometimes can be difficult. Um, yeah. So the guys they they returning now. Hey everyone, welcome again. I'm sorry if I just interrupt yourself in the middle. The times flees, so I'm curious to know. Let me start with ladies first. Wanda, please share with us how was their experience in your. Hey Wanda, but wait a sec. Before you continue, just
Hey,
let me don't forget something very important, guys. Uh I mean, sorry, Wanda. Just very quickly, guys. Here are the link for this survey. So please, when you finish here, don't forget to take a few seconds to reply to give this feedback for us. Wanda, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it was a hard subject, but really good to talk about and know many kinds of sentences in English to
Mhm.
explain our our thoughts. It's difficult, but really interesting. And I thank you for this subject and this time for this conversation.
Yeah, my pleasure. And Wanda, if I'm not wrong, I remember you're our dentist, right? I don't know if you work with
But
this.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
work in a bad place. I have a odontologic clinic, and it's
mhm,
friendly and lovely. And
nice.
yeah,
Yeah, I have a friend here in my neighborhood. Oh, she work a lot, like all time.
yeah,
Yeah,
all the time working. But if you
yeah,
like, it's okay.
yeah. Amazing. Thank you, Wanda, for sharing. And Pedro, how can I pronounce your second name, Pedro?
Jawed, is Arabic
Gawad.
name.
Oh, nice. So feel free for share with us your what do you think about the topic and any lesson that you bring for you today, like about the conversation.
Yeah, I like the conversation. Me and the other members the room. It's a similar idea about the conversation. For me, this topic is more important, but I don't believe this problem in my life, but I see friends this believe
Mm-hmm.
is this problem in my last works, and this is an important topics
Mm-hmm.
to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that's it. Is very important talk to this.
And Peter, let me know what do you do for a living? What is your area? What do you work?
Yeah, I studied journalism. I formed
Nice.
in journalism, but I don't work in the area. The moment I not employed, but
Mm-hmm.
I live now in other country, and I live in the immigrant life. And
Which
I
country?
work now. I live in Portugal, but I live in two Estonia too. But I try the two countries every time. But now I stay in Portugal, and the immigrants life is very excited. Now I working to construction and
I see.
painting. This totally different area
Yeah.
to work in Brazil. In Brazil, my last experience, I work in banks to
Mm.
anti-fraud area.
Uh-huh.
In my last experience, 4 years ago, I work in this area, but now I change and I live the beautiful life of immigrants.
Nice, Pedro. I hope we can one day to talk more about you. I think you have a lot of history about yourself, experience. So that's amazing. And yeah, thanks for sharing. So yeah, thank you. And
Welcome.
my pleasure. Yeah. Hey, Vinny. Your turn, bro. Feel free.
Hi. So it was amazing talk to listen a lot of experiences. Uh, it's a topic that we don't have to talk. For
Mm-hmm.
example, toxic places, especially work, to listen a lot of experiences, and to share this is important to remember the places that we've worked. For example, I talked to my group that I worked 2 days in my last job
Mm-hmm.
because my boss shouted at me
Whoa.
for no reason. And then I started in another company, and I'm here yet.
Yeah. I hope you can have a good workplace. But yeah, it's so bad. Listen, when you don't have a good experience, right? So yeah, and but thanks for sharing, Vinny. And what do you live? What do you work today with the? What is your area?
I'm software developer.
Oh, I see. And yeah, let me invite Helton for share a little bit. I think Helton worked with in this area, kind of, right, Helton? So would you like to share about the and if you'd like to add something about this Vinny comment or share your thoughts about this conversation today?
Sorry, I lost the context.
No, just Vinny was sharing about his background, right, Vinny? In the last company was not so good, right? From if I
Oh
don't,
yeah.
yeah.
I had some problems with my last company as well because I didn't receive feedback. We didn't had a career planner,
Mm-hmm.
so I saw that I needed to change company, and now I am in a better company because
Nice.
we can talk about career, we can talk about feedback, we can have
Mm-hmm.
an exchange. So sometimes these questions is a really problem with our area or
Mm-hmm.
community.
Yeah. Thank you, Helton. And Mayra and Gabriel. So Mayra, please feel free for share anything that you'd like to share about your thoughts today, about your feedback. What did you think about this topic?
I love the conversation. I was thinking about the topic. It was hard for me because of my I like it. I love it.
Nice. Thank you, Mayra, for share. And Gabriel, yeah, feel free for add anything that you like to speak.
Okay, well, the conversation was very interesting. I I really think like I forgot to say that, but this is a very I think that everyone will agree with me because this topic is very important and sometimes they it doesn't have the real importance that he had, and I think people should speak more, should talk more about toxic environment, especially in the work, because we spend a lot of time in the work, and this can go through our entire life because it will affect our relationships, it will affect our mental health, and so. But in this talk, I appreciate a lot the comments, the experiences. So it was very good for me.
Amazing. So thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, everyone, for this time together. And thank you, Helton. Share his LinkedIn. So I'm going to connect with you, Helton. So, and yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
just a sec.
Yeah, Gabriel, go
Uh,
ahead.
like I said before, it my first talk,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to do something. I have to mark my presence, or I just
So
had to do my post on
just,
LinkedIn.
no, put just, if you just put here the feedback when you after hear the session, I put in the chat the link for the survey. So is important for us to read about your impressions, your thoughts. It's very quickly, and basically that's it. And just return more and more times to train your English.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Yeah. So thank you guys. Bye bye. Take
Thank
care.
you. See you.